Grand Rising, Elizabeth. This is Sister Mama Hetheru coming to you live from the Ewald Circle Estates here in Detroit. And today is Wisdom Wednesday.
Time or space, there is no place.
We are going on a little journey this morning.
When I met you, I could not forget you.
Yes. Today is December 21st. We are switching over from Sagittarius to Capricorn today. Woo-hoo!
Oh, wow.
All right. And we just had our winter solstice. So this is a full day. All right, let's take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nostrils. Fill in that belly with air. That's diaphragmatic breathing. Fill that belly with air. Move that core. Move the energy up that cervical neck and push down to the root chakra. So push it all. Open up that energy and push it down. And on the exhale, you want to tighten up and pull it back up behind the belly button. That helps you keep your abs taut. If you're not working, you're working. And then let all the air leave your belly like the balloon. And imagine your belly button touching your spine, exhaling through the mouth. So let's do that a few times. Now we want to adjust the body. Pull that chest through. The shoulder blades should be communicating. They should be like, hey, shoulder blade, hey, left, hey, right. So bring your shoulders up, around, back, and down. Chest is out. And that means we're working our abs. So keep breathing. Just sitting like this, you'll begin to feel the burn. If you sit upright, neutralize that pelvis. It shouldn't be extended out. So neutralize that pelvis so it straightens the spine. Gives you a nice straight shot up to the sky. Inhale and exhale. We're going to pull from the Black Tarot deck, and I have a little exercise for us today. And welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Yay!
It's time to roll call. I only see 2 people, but it's 6 in here. I mean, wait a minute. That means it's 4 men pop in. If it's a finger, an elbow, a curtain, something, just let us know that you're a human being and not an AI up in here. I need to see you. Hey, Miss Bridget. Hey, All right. So what we're going to do is do a reading real quick, and it's for energy. It's a Black Tarot, and she also has an accompanying book, The Ancestral Illumination. So what I want to do is give us an exercise. So let's go ahead and pull a card and see. Ooh, I pulled the Daughter of the Baskets today. She is walking across a meadow. There are mountains ahead. She's got her white on. Look at them hips. Look at them hips. The Daughter of the Basket. Let's see what she's bringing forth. Okay, roll call. So people, let me hear your names and shout your name out. I know I did it, but I want you to do it. Say hey.
Grand Rising, my sisters. It is Bridget. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Grand Rising.
All right, Queen. That's not the right one. Next, come on. Let me hear y'all. I heard 2.
Grand Rising. I have to jump off and take care of my mom, but I just want to say hello. Grand Rising.
Hey, Mom. Tell Mom hey.
Well, I'm Queen Aduni. I'm here to boonie. For you, I couldy be all you shouldy.
Hey. We're going to get us a little rap. Together, Mama.
Yeah. We're going to have that rap music that when it starts, everybody just fall on in.
Okay, this book is playing games. My eyes playing games with me today. All right, all right. Do 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 do. The daughter of baskets is running across the meadow from Mama Het. She just hiding. Come on, Mama.
Mhm.
All right, I'm getting ready to do something else now. Daughter of baskets, we're out, thou. All right. Come on, daughter. She is running. She is running away in the meadow. We're going to have to come back to the daughter because she taking care of little business. We'll come back to the daughter. All right. All right. Here's some questions to think about and ponder today. This is from the accompanying book that Sister Nyasha Williams has put together. Questions to meditate on. Hi, Miss Lakeisha. Thank you for coming back today.
Hi, ladies.
All right.
Yeah. Welcome, Dee.
All right. And Miss D is here. Yes.
Peaceful
Okay, so
sunrise.
yes. All right. Good to see everybody. I'm glad to be in the house one more time. Okay, questions to meditate on. What am I stepping into this month? We're going to look at this let's look at it for the rest of this month, okay? What am I stepping into? What should I do more of this month? What should I do less of this month? Where do I need more structure in my life? And what unhealthy habits do I need to break? Those are the questions to ponder this morning. As we think about that, and I jot down the key and see what we have. I have boiled my water, but I haven't put anything in it yet. So I'm going to start out with my water bottle, my vessel. So what's in your cup? Let's do a round robin. Mama had to get herself together as we do that. What's in your cup?
Well, I got some H2O. And I need to put some
We got water.
some lemon in there.
I'm drinking peppermint and ginger tea.
Lovely.
I'm driving. I don't have anything in my cup as of yet, but I soon will.
All right, yeah, my mother used to carry that water bottle wherever you go. Carry that water bottle.
Hey, hey.
That's good though. That's good. Bridget says she gonna get something. That's right. Anybody else? What's in your cup? Or do you have no cup? What is it? What is it? I need some interaction, people. I need some energy.
I ain't got no cup, but I'll get one in a minute. I just woke
All
up.
right, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Haven't heard from Mama Evelyn yet. She must be
She probably got a cup of grandson right now. She got a cup of grandson. She is taking care of that young man. I'm not gonna call him no baby no more. He's taking care of that young man.
That's right.
Where do I need more structure? And what? Unhealthy.
All
right. Okay, I have the questions in the chat.
Oh, girl, you got me working already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mama Het, she's that chat lady, and when she's hosting and trying to put when she's doing both, she becomes she's involved in putting that in and then hosting at the same time.
Right. But see what happens is that's why I say you all do the talking while I do the typing.
Okay.
And it works well if everybody keep it going. It's all good. So let me move on. So we have some questions in the chat. I'm a little wired now. I'm all wired. Queen, put that music on this morning. So today, if we hear the word, we're gonna pump 10 times, 20 times with ing. Today is pump day. You can do the other things still too, but we're gonna pump it up today. All right, we're gonna pump it up. All right, so I had everything set up and things are all in array, but I'm gonna be all right. Okay, here we go. So let me see. All right, we're waiting for the young lady in the middle to come back. The daughter of Baskets is still running around. She'll come and give her message in a moment. All right, so our movement, we already had our movement assignment. We've already had to do 10 pumps. That's all right. So we've got our movement in. And now it is time to introduce my amazing, amazing, amazing sister D. Let's see, it might be better to tell you what she doesn't do because she does so much. So I met D, I believe it was belly dancing. And when she started, what year was it you started out, D?
I was 18, so we got to do a little backtracking and figure that out.
So some time ago, we met, and this sister has turned her life around. She danced for a princess. Okay? For a princess. Well, she is a princess. But she danced for a princess in presentation with belly dance. She has now taken on embroidering, and she likes to actually put it right on garments. That's something she likes to do. And her work is phenomenal. I have no idea what she's going to talk about today because she does so much. Maybe she'll touch on a little bit of everything, but be prepared to meet the phenomenal Miss D.
Peace, everybody. How are you?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome.
Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome.
Absolutely amazing. Welcome.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So, like she said, we have no idea what we're going to touch on today because I like to flow. And that's why today is called the flow. I kind of just follow my spirit and go wherever it leads. And it leads me to test out many things. And I found that I'm good at many things. So I kind of just jump around a lot and just follow my spirit and do whatever feels right in the moment.
We're going to flow with you, girl.
Oh, this is new to me. Do you ask me questions? Do I just talk? What do we do?
I have it set up for questions. I do. I have my questions set up. They're right here. Okay. So we covered the what is your name and what do you do. Walk us through one of your creative journeys.
So creatively, I guess the earliest thing that I used to sew a long time ago. Well, I tried to sew. That was how it started. I got a sewing machine and it broke and I never did it again up until adulthood. I transitioned to culinary arts. I graduated from culinary arts school in 2010. I did that for quite a while. And then in the midst of my culinary arts training, that's when I found belly dance. And I actually found belly dance by accident. My ex-husband and I were working out together, and he is a fitness junkie. And after one day of working out with him, I said, never again. I will never work out with you again. I was so sore all over for a week. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, we got to find something else. I want to take pole dancing. And then I found pole dancing to be way too expensive for my college budget. And he actually found a belly dance instructor on Craigslist, Stephanie Carr. And he talked to her, interviewed her for me and everything. And she was like, listen, I need to know that there's actually a woman involved. You need to let me talk to her, and then I'll give her the rest of the information. And I went to the first class, and it was sealed. Belly dance has been in my life since then. And that is when I met Het and all the beautiful belly dancers. We have a beautiful belly dance community here that I love. From belly dancing, I transitioned to, I guess we'll call it community outreach. I do a lot of art installment and decorative art things for urban farms here in the city, specifically for liberated farms. I teach the youth how to beautify and use recyclable materials to decorate their decorate the urban gardens in their homes and everything. And now I hand embroider, which I've been doing since 2019, which I significantly enjoy doing. So like I said, I jump around a lot. I spend a lot of time just following my spirit and wherever it goes.
Right. Good, good, good. Thank you for sharing all of those wonderful things. So you said, so you did go to pole power classes? I know you
So-
said it was
So
expensive.
I did not, but a couple years later, when I bought my first house, I ended up buying one and I self-taught. I'm a YouTube junkie. I was on YouTube and I self-taught right at home.
That's awesome. Because I know that learning pole power is very much a journey of self-love and self-discovery. Because you really don't know how much you're capable of until something happens. So, when people hear pole dance, they go immediately, straight to the freak set, and it's not about that. Poles were created, the poles as an exercise tool were used to help build upper body strength. That's what one of the first things. And if you look in many of cultures, they have poles that they train their warriors and their athletes. Is incredible. Some people have stronger legs, some people are more powerful up top. And one of both sides. You don't want a Popeye arm and an Olive Oyl arm. I'm just saying, how Olive will put her arms up and they be weak sometimes. But you got one arm that's great and one not. So you want to make sure that you balance both sides. So we've got a lot of movement going on. Belly dance. It's another journey of learning self and going deeper into the self with discovery of learning your muscle mass and your muscle memory. And because all of it can be sore. You'll be sore from all of it. And you said that when you worked out, you was like, nope, not again. And after you said that and went to pole, I was like, going from working out with your ex, and going to pole, that's a lot of work to do. And so is belly dance. A lot of people think it's just moving and shaking, but there's thought behind the process of it. So it's a lot involved in belly dance. And the first thing people holler is that, oh, I ain't too big to belly dance. Baby, it looks much better when you got some belly, don't it? When you see the body manipulated and doing what it does. Because I tell people, you need a belly to belly dance. You're the best candidate.
I tell my students that all the time when I was teaching. I'm like, it's so much harder for me because I don't have nothing to shake or nothing to move. I got to really make it pronounced. I got to put a lot more work in than you do.
They don't understand, but that's what they say, so they don't go. Because once you come into class with Stephanie, she teach you how to wrap it up and make it look real good, honey. You'll be like, yes, I'm here. And it's about it's self-empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a building of character and building of confidence.
Yep.
Some people don't even want to. Go ahead.
Pole dancing itself taught me how to trust myself. That's what I learned from pole dancing, how to trust myself, because those inverts and climbing up on that pole and being upside down, that is the most nerve-wracking thing in the beginning, because you'll be like, I'm gonna fall and bust my head, and you'll be so nervous. But it really taught me how to trust myself. Like, oh, I got this, I could do this, I practiced this, I got this, I'm not gonna fall. And if I do fall, it's okay. But also I got this.
Shoot a move. Look, when you fall, you just land and go, hey.
You look, what Stephanie always say, make it part of the routine.
Make it look like you're meant to do that, baby. Let me tell you.
They don't know, make it part of the routine.
Yes. And that's a part of life. When we're going through things, just like you saying that, if you have a little da, it's a lesson now. Mm-hmm. That's just like in life. When you have a blip in life, it's a lesson now. It's not to stop. Sometimes maybe it is to stop and do something else. Maybe it is for you to think about what you're doing and go into it without doubt. Because I know when I do pole, I don't be thinking about I'm going to fall. I never think I'm going to fall. Nope. Because I'm pretending like I'm a child on the monkey bars, and I love the monkey bars. And every time I went on them, I did certain things. And so I watch, and then I'll do. It's just like you saying you went on YouTube. YouTube University is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So in with the questions that were asked of us. Let's see. It said, what am I stepping into this month? You may want to start something new. You may want to begin celebrating Kwanzaa. You may want to look or research into, things like belly dance or pole power, because they are incredible. I've watched, there was a young lady that started out doing it. I guess she was taking classes and she started just doing what she learned on class on YouTube, and we watched her evolve, and she is incredible. To me, pole power is almost like a flower growing. You do simple, exercises around and interacting with the pole, and then you begin to work with the pole. Wonderful, and the strengthening. You learn to strengthen your wrists, your arms, your shoulders. Your arms get really, all of your upper body, and then you learn that I can lift myself. That invert is something amazing. Now, how did this embroidery come about? How did that come about?
I wonder if I have it here. No, I don't have it right here. I had an idea in my mind to sew my bonus daughter a jacket. She wanted a unicorn themed jacket. And it was, I want to say she's 13 now. I want to say maybe her 8th or 9th birthday. And she wanted a unicorn black girl jacket. And of course, there are no unicorn black girl jackets. There are so many disproportionate things in arts where we're not represented. So I couldn't find it. So I got a little vest from Foreman Mills. And then I just took some needle and thread I had at home, and I was just on the bus every day just sewing. And it took me forever. I didn't finish it until almost a month after her birthday, but she loved it. And then of course I had to make one for my second bonus daughter, because one can't have one and the other one don't. And I've just been doing it since then. I would talk to the elders on the bus, and they would just remember, like, I remember doing that when I was younger. I haven't seen anybody do that in years. And I would love to take a class and, get back into doing it. So then I started having like co-working events, and sometimes I host sip and sews where we'll get together and I'll bring everything, and then we'll kind of sew piece together and talk about the history behind different Adinkra symbols and such.
Okay, pardon me one moment. Queen, I see you have a question.
Yeah, Dee, okay, what are bonus? I have my idea of what a bonus daughter is, but I want to hear from you. Because you said
they're my husband's children. I didn't birth them, but they're still my daughters. But they're my husband's daughters.
Do you have children from your
yes, I have one son. He's 3.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. I love that. Bonus daughters.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the word stepdaughters or stepkids, stepmom. So they're bonuses. They're the bonus that came along meeting their dad.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Awesome. That sounds accepting and including, as opposed to saying step. What is, where did that come from?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you have the soul brother that you were working on this weekend? Do you have him? Is he nearby? The soul brother that you just worked on?
Oh, you know what? I just
the
finished
embroidery piece.
1 second. Look, here's my little. He wants to say hi. Come on. Okay. Say hi.
Hello, son. How are you?
My crystals.
We can talk telepathically. It's all right.
You gonna say hi?
No.
What do you have on your onesie that I love? What do you have? Are those hands on your onesie? Are those hands on your onesie?
Those trees. Are those trees?
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting a smile.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I love asking people about what they have on. They always go, "Oh, wait a minute, I forgot." And then they look down. Like my shirt says, "I am positive energy." All right, so let's read the Daughter of the Basket as we take this pause real quick. The Daughter of Basket. This is she's back from wandering. We're going to find out what she's working with here. So the trait of this card is romance and idealist. The card description is a woman walks forth into a lavender field, a basket in hand. She advances with her heart on her sleeve, able to share her emotions without embarrassment or fear. Did you all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
She advances with her heart on her sleeve, able to share her emotions without embarrassment or fear. She knows that voicing challenging and heavy feelings allows for healing. The daughter of basket symbolizes love,
Look at me.
platonic, and familial. She holds the power to ignite and reignite adoration in relationships. This card is assigned to remind others of their magic when they have forgotten it. Let them know they matter, they are loved, and they are worthy. In yang, charm, inspiration, commitment, and idealism. And in yin, rejection, spiritual blocks, materialism, suppressed feelings. In aligning, aligning, that's right, aligning, create a playlist. Okay, so we've been challenged. Again, what am I stepping into this month? What should I do more of this month? What should I do less of this month? And where do I need more structure in my life? And what unhealthy habits do I need to break? So those are some things. Did anybody want to speak about our card, the daughter of baskets?
Hey, Mama Het.
Or one of the yes.
I don't know if you had a writing assignment for today, but maybe we can, since this in the chat, maybe we can take a few minutes and answer these questions and then come back and share.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Perfect. So I did get to post them if there are any new people. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them.
That is really nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh dang! Dang. For real, D? That's how you feeling? Look at all them crypts and crevices.
Wow.
And that's the heart.
Wow.
And you teach that?
Yes,
Yeah, you have your mic on mute, D.
I unmuted.
Oh my God.
I do. This is the one I was working on while we were together, Mama Het.
That's the one with the, it sure is. Look at his hair.
Yep, and then his hair is.
Oh, you cut it out. You cut it out.
Just a little bit to give it some texture. I got to finish doing a little bit of editing on his hair. I just wanted it to have actual texture to it. But I working on a piece for the baby. He loves Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man.
Wow.
And so I embroidered all these pieces, and that's the baby's last name. So it's supposed to look like this one here, spray painted this, because the new Miles Morales does a lot of graffiti art. And then I'm gonna put it all on a jacket for the baby.
Wow.
As if I need another thing to do. I'm gonna tell you, I've been dreaming. My husband created a brand for the I'm a Detroit sound that him and DJ Jungle and DJ Offset play. And I said, I have a piece of I don't know what you call it. You know what you put in your cabinet so stuff doesn't slide around. It's like a rubber mat.
Yeah.
But they have it has holes in it. And I mean, it was almost a nightmare that I'm going to take my thread, my yarn, and I'm going to make that out of the yarn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to see how it goes. I might be calling for some pointers. But I mean, it's almost like you took a pen and colored those things. We're talking needle and thread. Now, what type of thread do you use for embroidery?
So I use embroidery thread, which funnily enough, I did not know that embroidery thread was a thing when I started doing this. I used regular needle and thread, and an elder was like, well, why are you using that? That's a lot more work, and that thread is a lot flimsier. And I was so confused. I was like, well, what am I supposed to use? And
See,
she was
we
like,
need to see you
embroidery
on camera.
thread.
Come back on
We
camera.
don't see
D.
you.
Uh-oh. Did I turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn it around. Sorry about that. Here we go. I didn't know that it was a thing. And she's like, well, get embroidery thread. And I was like, well, what's the difference? And then I went to the craft store, and come to find out, embroidery thread's a thing, and it's significantly thicker and sturdier than a regular needle and thread. So a strand of embroidery thread has 6 strings to it. And then, regular thread is just one thin strand, but then each strand of embroidery thread has 2 strands to it. So they're significantly thicker and sturdier, but these, you guys will love this. Hold on. This is on the back of a denim jacket. That's why I went off camera for a second. I want to step away and grab it. Here we
So
go.
embroidery thread is different than yarn?
Yes, it's thinner than yarn, but they're different. Yep. But sometimes you do use yarn if you want to do, I need to spin it. There we go. If you want to do
My goodness.
That's beautiful.
something,
Listen here.
sometimes you can
Listen.
do like 3D pieces, and then you would use the yarn to do like clouds, something really that you want to stand out.
That's the mama event. Oh my God.
Wow.
D.
That's beautiful.
D.
Wow.
And then they're
I
little
love
crystals right
that.
here. I don't know if you could tell. They're crystals that I put in that part.
I am. Oh my
Beautiful.
God, D, that is amazing. Girl, you got my mouth hanging open over here.
Mhm. Wow.
Wait,
I
look,
have
that's
a-
not even, yes, ma'am.
So this morning I was looking at an embroidered company for apparel and hats. So do you do like logos or different things like that, or on shirts?
I can do them, but I don't, because what I do is handmade. So it's more expensive and it takes longer.
Long time.
Someone with an embroidery business with the embroidery machine will be able to do it significantly faster than me.
Right.
Mine might be like, if you're doing something more artistic, or if you're getting 1 or 2, then we could work something out. But if you want like a bunch of business shirts and everything, it would take me forever, and it'd be cheaper for you to just go, to an embroidery business. I do more.
I'm looking at it now, and they have a machine that they're showing how they do the embroidery. They do have a machine. Oh, that is beautiful.
Wow.
You gonna make me jump up and down over here, girl. This dog. Look at, what's her name?
Cosmic Soul.
Wow.
She got the planets in there, and the galaxy, and the pyramids, and Mama Evelyn, come on, get in here. I see your face. I see your face.
That is
Oh my gosh.
Wee.
You've taken it to a whole new level, sweetie. A whole new level.
That's not embroidery. That's coloring with embroidery yarn.
Yes.
See all my
Oh my
little
God, D.
individual.
I had no idea. Look at the
Yes.
texture.
Yeah.
And Lakeisha, I do have, my friend Deborah has an embroidery business, so I can give you her information.
Wow.
I would love that. Support her. Yes.
Wow.
Now, Dee, tell us the story behind the cosmic sister here. What's her story? Because I see different elements.
Yeah.
And,
You know what? Sometimes, sometimes things are not as deep as we try to make them, and it just happened. I just started drawing, and I drew it on the jacket, and I filled it in, and I let it speak through me. So this just happened on its own. This is a thing that just happened on its own, and there was no pre-thought to it or anything. I was just like, I want to put something nice on this jacket, and I want it to be representative of us. Right. And this is just what happened.
Yeah, so Dee, I was that's what my question was. I wasn't asking how she come to be. I said I wanted you to tell me about her, because I see elements. I think I see water. I think I see a flow.
I feel like all of the elements are here, but also this is inclusive of us. I'm really into Afrofuturism. So this is you have pyramids here as an ode to our past. And then of course you have to have the sun, because the sun is our life. That is everything for us. You have these are actually tears, but also tears are a form of water, and earth in itself is her. She is the earth. And then in her hair that defies gravity is where you see the cosmos. And within there, I just kind of filled it up with different asteroids, different planets, black hole, galaxies, and just everything encompassed in her hair. And
you got the constellations on there. You know, if this is any part of if this is looking into your brain, like, you are just like, wow. I'm just really sitting here flabbergasted. I knew you did this, but I didn't know you did this.
This was
right?
1, 2, 3. This was like the 4th jacket. This was like the 4th jacket I had ever did.
Yeah, you're very creative. Very, very creative.
Yes, beautiful. I wonder, is there a way to, remember how I said scanning into a file where you could upload it to Fine Art America and have cards made?
Oh, I did that.
Oh, wait. She does that too.
Oh my gosh, you already did it. Okay.
I did
okay.
That. So she is actually she has already been created into a I guess we'll call it a picture, for lack of a better term. They call it vector art. She's already been vectored. So I can put her on shirts, on bags, on everything. And I like her here more because of the texture, but the person who did the vectoring for me, it's beautiful. And they did a great job, and it looks the same. And then I kind of put my watermark in there because, people like to borrow things. That's right. So in my vectored image, I have like my name written in the galaxy, and then down at the bottom on the pyramid, just in case someone tries to borrow it.
Uh-oh.
I know. There's a YouTuber called The Frugal Crafter, and she did a rant yesterday about how computerized images are becoming like fine art, and will we lose our our artistry to somebody stealing your idea? And I don't have a concern about that, really, because I think those of us who know what art is are not going to be fooled. We'll be, like, for instance, the images of the Black version of Wednesday and Fester and Morticia. I love it, but I'm wondering how it was done. And I admire that, but I would probably admire it more if I knew someone actually painted it or actually drew it. So I don't think I'm going to lose my love for original hand-done art. And I think a lot of people, especially like when we do the make and takes, that's not going to go away.
No,
right.
That's not going to go. People are going to want more realism.
The issue that a lot of artists are having with the artificially created art is, there are a few things, but one is a lot of artists are losing their gigs now because people can kind of just go and type something into the system and then get their own art. So now they're losing money because people are like, well, I can just go in here and get it for free, or I could pay $7.99 for Lensa and get all these images. But then also, when people are getting these images, some of them are still watermarked from the artists that they borrowed the styles from. And I don't think that people realize that when you are using artificially created art, sometimes the computers can only do what you teach computers to do.
That's right.
Computers can only pull information from what they have learned or what you have taught it to learn. And that means that the images that they're pulling from the world, from the internet, from what you downloaded, from what's on the internet, those are all images that someone has created. And a lot of people are using those different art styles, and then they're kind of creating pages now, like, oh, well, I'm an artist now. And it's like, oh, that artwork is beautiful, but you didn't create it. It was your idea. So you are the creator in that it was your idea, and that's beautiful. But also you didn't put in the work to actually create that art because you didn't put in the accolades to the person that you got that artistic style from.
Credit. You have to give the credit. That's one thing that I'm very, very, very adamant about. If somebody create my goal, to be sure to cite or credit people for their words or their art. Especially, I had a friend who wanted to use a photo, and I tell people, don't just use my pictures. You got to ask first, because if they're a picture that belongs to an artist, like my goddess picture, that picture was done by John Singleton. He's a photographer here in the metro area, and he was okay with the work that was done originally, but he did a collaboration with another artist, and she went on and put it on the computer, and it was on mugs and what do you have, the mouse pads and t-shirts, and he was like, absolutely not. She shut it down immediately. They didn't go back and forth. There was no argument. She shut it down immediately. But you have to ask people, because the original piece was her drawing. And so there was a man who challenged a lot of people. If you had a drawing, he had you create it into a photograph. If you had a photograph, he wanted the artist to turn it into a drawing. So I really love that challenge for the artist. But yeah, you have to cite and give people their credit for their work. And I remember doing this when I was in college, finishing up a degree, and my professor kind of got a little funny because I said, how do we know that these words didn't come from people of color? I said, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of things that were stolen, borrowed from people that will never be written down. I said, I don't know who the originator, and the professor was like, oh, well, they didn't have an answer for that. Usually they'll say something like, I'm gonna pray for you when you ask a question like an infinitive question, a question of infinity. They're like, oh, baby, I'm gonna pray for you. We're gonna pray for you. And scoot it on over to the next, But yeah, we have to make sure that we give people credit. If you're gonna use some, even your friends who take pictures, give them credit for taking that picture. That's their work. That was their vision. So Dee, I know, is there a way to trademark? Should we be trademarking our art? Like this piece, Isis did this piece back here. This is a self, I actually thought it was a collage. She was like, no, Mama, I drew that. I was like, oh, okay. Because even the hair, when you look at it, you want to touch it because the hair looks fuzzy. Now I was thinking about making a shower curtain, or, you can get stuff made in the shower curtains, playing cards. You can get it made into cup, put an image on a cup or a mug. But I want to protect her creation. I don't want somebody that, they might start selling it at Target. I mean, they can. I'm just saying. But we have to learn how to protect our artists.
They most definitely do. It's so easy to remove a watermark and just screenshot somebody's picture and work and just use it as your own. And a lot of people do that. I feel like they say when you put it online, you have your what's the word? Once you post something online, it's a part of your
it belongs to Google.
I can't remember the word right now. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is once you post it online, it's copywritten because it is your art, and it's your personal property because you posted it on art. But that most definitely will never stop anyone from duplicating it and using it. Right. There have been several, and I remember reading an article a couple years ago of a young woman who was in Target, and she seen her sister's artwork in Target. That's like you going to Target, and next thing you know, you see Isis work back there in a big old print at Target, and they took the watermark off of it. And so she had to prove that it was hers. And that's where I learned to put several watermarks in your work, because she had a secret watermark hidden in her work to prove that it was hers. And then Target had to pay her and then remove all of her stuff because it was a copyright infringement, you know, because they took it without using it. But even the big box corporations and even small companies, over and over again, you'll see people making Gucci this, and you know, the crafters will make Gucci this and Mickey Mouse this and Hello Kitty this, and it's like that. All of that is a copyright infringement. You're not supposed to do it, but you can't stop people. It's almost impossible to stop people from duplicating your work. Unfortunately,
that is correct.
You take a picture with your cell phone, that picture belongs to the internet. When you, that's a part of your agreement that you don't read. You know, that part that, you know, those words is about a dissertation long of information when you sign up for these apps and carrying on. Once you take a picture with your cell phone, it can show up anywhere. I don't care how many times you done hid it and what file you put it in. No, it belonged. This phone has now, you know, you're now in there. If you say you're in there.
For me, that's what I love about hand embroidery so much. My work is not duplicable. Like, there's no way that you can duplicate what I've done. I cannot even create the same thing twice in the exact same way. Because I do it by hand. So there's no way that anybody else can. And if you do, then you deserve it, because you've put in 60, 70 hours of sewing work just to steal or borrow something. So most definitely that's your work now, because you've done it. You may have gotten an idea from me, but you put, and that's the thing about AI work. You have to put in that work. So if you decide that you want to do this heart, this thing took me like 20 hours, 20, 30 hours to make. If you put in 20, 30 hours to duplicate this, then that's your piece, and it still won't look exactly like mine.
Right. Now, so let me ask you, Dee, let me ask you this about now that heart. Now, where did you get the image, or did you just do that off the rip? How did you use a picture of a heart to
the stock? The image is a stock art, actually. It's just a stock art of a heart. Okay. So that one was. I didn't want to do a traditional heart for the piece I'm working on. This is actually going to be a piece. They kind of go together. Here we go. These two, they kind of go together. There's going to be let me see if I can explain this. The heart's going to go here on the wall. Then he's gonna go here, and then there's a woman that's gonna go here, and they're all gonna use red thread to connect them.
So I'm gonna is this gonna be on a wall hanging? Yes. Because I hear you say on the wall. Okay. So what would you put on the background? Huh? What would you use for your background to hold your artwork, your base, I don't know.
It's just gonna go right on the wall. I'm gonna hang it right on the wall.
In the circle like that?
Yes.
Okay, so you have that in the frame already.
Yeah, this is these are framed. These are frames.
Oh, okay. I thought you just used that to sew them. Okay.
No, you can do both. Awesome. I have an empty one on me right now, but you can definitely do both. You can hang them this way, and then they have more decorative frames, but I didn't do more decorative frame for this art piece that I'm doing. I've been working on doing more. Usually I only do wearable art. So I've been delving into doing more art installments. And of course they take a little bit more work. So I'm gonna leave them in this hoop. I thought about covering it in fabric, but I want to make sure that the focus is on them. And basically they'll be going through like it's a relationship series. They'll be going through like a little breakup, and then there'll be another one where, you know, another couple will be happy, and just different stages of relationships.
Yes. Yeah. Now the other ones you did, I'm sorry, Mom Evelyn, one more question. I'm gonna let you go. The ones that you have off of there, how did you support those? The ones that you took, the ones that you could take away, the takeaways. Yeah.
These patches are just on little pieces of fabric. Okay. And then the thread is so much, let me see. It's so much thread that is sturdy.
Yes, very strong.
There's so much thread that they're pretty sturdy. And then it's on the fabric that helps them stay. But sometimes I'll if I want it to be more sturdy, I'll use a second piece of fabric that goes on the back. And that fabric is behind all of my threading.
I mean, it's beautiful from the back and the front. Mama Evelyn, you had a question.
Unmute yourself.
I have to go right now. Somebody's picking up a table, so I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Did anyone else have any questions for Dee? Wow, I'm just really blown away. Like, that's my friend. Okay, so how have you evolved as a creative? How have you evolved as a creative?
I feel like in the beginning, I was trying too hard. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be an artist, and I was pushing being an artist, and I was making things more complicated and trying to make things sound more deep than they needed to be. And now I just create. And I follow spirit, and whatever it is what it is. And it doesn't have to have a deep meaning to it. And then sometimes after I finish it, then it comes together and it's like, oh, that's what's happening there. Okay. But sometimes I just let it flow through me now. So I like to use the term creator much more than artist now, because I birthed different artistic styles and different artistic pieces together. But I just prefer the term creator more than an artist.
I do like that.
I love that too. Yeah.
That when I'm creating my art pieces, my wearable art that I call my scoops, you know, I've had a couple ladies ask me, you know, can I have this much of a color and that much of a color? I tell them, what I'm able to say now is that I need you to trust the creative, because when I'm making those scoops, I'm not doing, my hand and the hook are in a relationship. I'm not included. I'm just the one able to do it, because it's like different shouts may come out. I may, you know, just tell me what color you want. I can follow that, but I need you to let me do my thing, because it's very quiet on some of the pieces. But I need my customers to trust the creative process, because who knows what's going to happen.
Right.
And also in movement, I don't like to use dance anymore. I don't like to use the words like yoga and belly dance and pole power. You know, I just movement. I am movement. I am a movement specialist. I know how to move in special ways. And sometimes it's the lyrics, sometimes it's the instruments, sometimes it's the melody that gives my body direction. You know, a lot of people say, "Mama, hey, go dance." When you tell me to go dance, I'm going to shut down, because it's a relationship with the music or what's happening. It's when the music calls me. Sometimes I'm not called.
Right.
And that's when I'm standing back. It's almost like people, when they tell me to dance, I'm going to dance. No, that's a guarantee if I just tap my toe. But it's a certain energy that happens when the music calls to me and makes me move in a certain way. I don't even know, you know, when people ask us to rehearse, yes, you need to rehearse. I get all of that. But when you get on stage or when you get to a performance and a word may hit your body different than it did on Thursday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I used to get that a lot when I used to belly dance with Stephanie, because, you know, as a group, we did a lot of choreography. And I am terrible with choreography, because I don't want to do the same thing every time. And I fully understand why we need to do choreography, why we need to rehearse and practice as a group. But that's why I preference doing solo things, because when I do solo performances, I'll pick a part in the song, and then I'll be like, for this part, I'll do these type of movements. I don't know what movement I'm gonna do, but it'll be these type of movements. But I don't pick like specific moves that need to go in a specific order, because it feels stifling to me, and I just don't want to stifle my art that way.
Right. It does. Queen?
Yeah. You sisters are hitting on it so perfectly. That's my life with braiding.
Oh.
That's my life with braiding. And when a client comes, and I had one client said, I had the way you did it last time, you had 4 braids right here and you had 6 right here. And I said, oh, you have the wrong person. You have the wrong person. Yeah. You either trust me to do what I need to do, because I mean, anything could change that. If I went back a little bit further, then it's going to change. It's going to flow. And the other thing of just being creative. So if they want that, I had my cousin who was I call her a learned braider. She would want you to tell her what to do and stuff, until after a while, once she got the flow of things, then she started creating. But I'm the wrong one. My sister, Doris, oh no, that's wrong. You're wrong. Just wrong. And then the other thing is when I'm doing percussion, and I had when I went to Mama Shu's event, and Sawandi was there, right? And so we saw me with the shaker way I had just started. And when he was showing me, and when the African the drumming is there, and they're all doing the same thing, and you know, and dun, 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 dun. And then I'm like dun, 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 dun. And I just like, oh, I can't be in sync with them. Because I'm going to go with the music. And like you said, another person might be feeling something and hit it a little bit harder. I'm going to go in with that person.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. So I just know I'm like more of a soloist and doing it. And then the other thing is, do what you did last time. I don't even know what I did last time. I don't know.
Don't ask me to write that down. Don't ask me to write that down.
So I totally get that. I totally get it. And I love it. And knowing who you are. So yeah. And I get when you said, okay, there's certain things like when I belly danced for my 60th birthday, right? And there had to be a piece in there. Okay, we go here, we do this, and we go here. But then I was just waiting on my solo part where I get to break out and do my thing, you know. I said, no, you don't have to tell me nothing about that part. I know what I'm gonna do, and then I'll flow back into it. But even going back into it, I had to have a way that's natural for me to flow back into the routine, you know. But braiding is, you know, when they say, a lot of people, they just braid. They put individual braids. That's easy. Cornrowing and creating on the head, which is your canvas. Oh yeah, baby. You know when there's an artist or creator on there, and when it's something that you're following a pattern or something. I can't do that. I know I can't do it. So I just like, you probably need to find someone else.
Right.
Because I'm going to go with, and there's, and I know that in braiding, there is nothing wrong, because if something is, you leave it out. That's why I call it the latch hook. Latch hook is your can do anything.
Right.
Something out, give me the latch hook. I'll put something on there, or a piece of extra hair or yarn or whatever. But there is those who are creating, are artists, and then there's those who are just doing the work.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's the same thing for the AI conversation we were having. There are those who are creating, and then those who are just doing the art. It's a big difference.
Absolutely.
Sister Lakeisha, you wanted to share something, huh?
Yeah, I was thinking about what you had said about, movement, because all my life I love to dance. Like I used to be a modern dance. I love to ballroom. I love to step. Like it's like a stress reliever. It's always been like a stress. Anytime that I may feel put me on the floor. I just put some music on and just let me dance. It's something about dancing that just free you, that relieves stress. After I finish dancing, I feel good. I feel good. It's about the movement. I didn't ever really look at it about movement. You say you don't like to put a title on it. It's just like you just move. And I just was thinking about, wow, how dancing for me is just such a stress reliever, something that just makes me feel good and enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for sharing, Miss Lakeisha. And let's look at what we're talking about, this lesson in any aspect of life. How you may have a position and you figured out a new way, an easier way to do something. This is what that flow is. Like, I'm one, if you give me a set of rules, I'm gonna find a way around it. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm gonna find a better way, or it's better for me to work in this manner. And sometimes it's better for you to work with a group, and sometimes it's better for you to work by yourself. So think about how this aspect we're talking about, this flow, what we're talking about, how it applies to your different aspects of life. As a writer, as a dancer, a performer, as in song. Let's say you're an engineer. Maybe your flow, you got a different flow in your engineer. Most engineers I know, Black women, I know one that stayed with it. But most of my friends, my friends of color who were engineers, they are out doing greater creative stuff. Like that was their background. Dr. Nicole, Sister Mayat, she's doing movies and creating financial movies to teach people about for their families. I have another one, engineer. She was doing interior decorating. She sold cars, and now she has a maid service. Like, she is slamming. I mean, just look at how the flow applies, divine order, if you will. So if anybody wanted to share how things have changed, things were given to you a certain way, and you were like, nah, I got to do it like this, because this is better. And that is projector. We need to go back to our different types in our human design. We're going to revisit that. I think that's something we need to. I got something coming down the pipeline, so I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna work on it when we get off of here. So let's just take a mini break, get some more water, go to the restroom, because we be sitting here for 2 hours. I'm like, y'all, come on now. We're not drinking enough if we're not getting up to go to the restroom. And if you wanted to talk about what you're stepping into, what you want to do more of, what you want to do less of, where you need more structure, or what unhealthy habit do you need to break? If you wrote on that, that will be our today's little writing assignment. This is
getting my tea now.
And what do you have in your cup, Amani Gray?
I have ginger turmeric peach tea with a little lemon and honey.
Sounds good.
Nice. Mama Evelyn, what you got in your vessel?
Oh, it's the ginger and lemon. Ginger, lemon, and water.
All right. How many people got water in there? Where's the water people at? Where the water people at? Raise your hands. Baby got D, what's your son's name? Does he have water? No, let's interact with the baby. Does he have some water? What does he have?
That's what he asking me for right now, actually. He said
that's right. Go get that baby some water. Get that baby some water. Get your water, baby. He is absolutely beautiful. Hello.
Isn't he beautiful?
Oh, it's trees. He has trees on his one. Can you get a onesie for me that size? I need a big size.
He said me?
Your one.
Wait a minute. What is his name?
Asim.
Say it again.
Asim. ASIM.
Asim. Hey, Asim. Your handsome self. Him so handsome. Ooh, your mama and daddy did you.
Bless you.
Your mama and daddy did you good.
Didn't they do
They did a good job. Yeah, they did a good job making you.
Oh, you're so lucky to have somebody to snuggle with. My grandson is 11. I ain't got no babies.
I am laughing.
Yeah, it's amazing that we used to be little with little toes and little hands and little feet. And my mother say, then you start stinking.
Me.
That's what.
Me sit over here.
But then they start thinking and have opinions. And
So they want it down?
No, I don't want it.
Oh, wait a minute. Asim is what you saying, Asim? Do what now?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, you. Yes, you. You.
She said what you say?
Oops, my bad.
It's okay.
Oops, my bad.
My bad. I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
this a bit. Here you
You
go.
don't
This a
know?
bit much.
It's okay. Let's go get your water. Come on.
Okay,
I'll go
did
pie man with that. I'll go pie man with that.
So, just in case y'all was wondering, he is in love. He is in love with these patches for his jacket.
I want to tell them.
You want to show them? Okay.
Yes, please show the patches, baby. Please show him Asim. Okay, what's his name?
Who is that?
Miles.
Miles.
That's Miles. All right, Miles. Nice to meet you, Miles. Who else do you have there?
He's a gawk. He's a gawk. He's a gawk. He really got right there. Okay. Today.
Oh, you going to the next one now?
And another Miles.
Another Miles.
Another Miles. Okay, I met that Miles on Saturday. That's the Miles that I met. Mm-hmm.
I do met.
All right, you all should be getting your drinks and going to the
I
restroom.
had this one up.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, and they were it.
That's the name, right?
That's it.
Whose name is that?
That's the name of the me.
Yeah.
Yes, baby. That's right. That's right.
Wait, what that number?
No, those are letters, not numbers.
Wait, the letters
A,
Yeah.
A,
M,
M.
E.
Wait, what did the one?
That's an M.
M.
Mm-hmm.
What did one?
That's an A.
A. What did the one?
That's E.
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 No, you do it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
A, M, E, N, S, U, A.
A. Happy.
No, see, that's it. I'm in sewer. That's your last name.
Happy.
I'm in sewer.
I'm in sewer.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you so much. Let's see.
And the last one.
He said the last
Last
one.
one. Yes, sir.
They can't see it. You got to put it up. There you go. It's upside down. There we go.
And doing it did up that down.
Yeah, it was upside down.
It says, hey.
It says, hey.
Now, D,
Mommy?
Yes.
No,
How
that's
is-
a Mario.
Uh-oh, okay. Yes.
how is his creativity showing up?
He loves to draw. He loves to paint. What else do you like to do?
I like to play.
He loves to dance.
Mommy.
And play.
And
We've been,
play.
thinking about, we've been thinking about putting him in capoeira because he is really into like martial arts and dancing. So I think that might be his thing.
Yes.
He really
And
likes
do you
to
also homeschool as
Huh?
well, right? You homeschool your baby. You homeschool your
Yes.
child.
Yes, he's homeschooled.
Awesome.
You know a capoeira teacher?
Yes and no. Yes, baby, yes.
I want my dear one.
Okay, I'm gonna get your water, baby.
I think Yvette Wyatt's husband teaches, right? Yvette Wyatt, they have a whole group. Yvette Wyatt.
So I don't know anyone personally, but I do know someone who pays someone who goes to events and stuff, and I've been meaning to ask him about it. I felt like 3 is might be a little young. I think he might be ready now. He just turned 3. But at 2, I put him in drum lessons with Mama Aisha, and he wasn't ready yet. He was overwhelmed. It was a lot. So I feel like 3, maybe he could focus a little bit more because he really likes to play the drums too.
My teacher told me how to
So you have Yvette Wyatt's husband teaches capoeira.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I got to talk to Mommy Yvette.
And she also belly dances.
Can I have that?
I know her husband.
Thank you.
Huh?
Kelvin.
Miles is up now,
Kelvin.
baby. He's up and talking.
Yeah. I said Kelvin Wyatt.
That's his name? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. All right. So it is. Let's see. Let me see.
Yeah.
Miles is active now. He's woke.
He's participating. What I was going to just mention before when we talked about, you know, giving artists their due, there was this, I'm not sure whether I think he like had models and he dressed the models up as Orishas. I don't know if you remember seeing it on Facebook. They were beautiful Orishas. I mean, captivating images. And that was at the time when I was putting images of like, you know, Diane Carroll and on earrings.
On the earring?
Yeah, and
Right.
I emailed him and I asked him, had he ever thought of, you know, because someone asked me, did I do Orishas? I said, oh, that's a good idea. And then I thought of his images and I contacted him and I asked him, had he ever thought about it? And, you know, I was offering to explore putting him on, at that time, shrink plastic. And he kind of went off on me because he said, I didn't mention money or, I said, I was exploring the idea of you putting the images on earrings. I said, the money part, of course, will come into play. But I just want to know, were you open to putting your images on earrings that women can wear because they're beautiful images? But that just turned me off from him. I was like, you know, your images are beautiful, but that vibe was not right. So
well, he probably felt some kind of way because the compensation wasn't mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine how many times or how many incidents he may have had, you know?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
You're a little bit more giving. You're a bit more giving. And like with me, I'm asked for the money shy. I don't know how to price. Hetheru told me, he said, if you're gonna sell something, first of all, you should be able to get everything that it took to make that again in your price. If you got gas, you got heat going, you know, your labor, you know, sit down and try. I still don't know how long it takes me to make a scoop. All I know is that I might get through a show. And that's why I have to make sure that I launder them because I might be walking around here. People, mama had the string is all the way up on the 3rd floor. You downstairs and the string is upstairs because it's dragging the string. Sometimes my string takes a walk. It may walk all over the house, but I launder my things before I give them away. And every piece has to be worn at least once to make for quality control. Okay. And then I spray my silver water on them to bless them before I sell them. But that's my process. Every piece has to be worn. I have to make sure it's got the, you know, quality control. Like Danielle has her purple set is ready, it's been worn. So now I have to launder it and go ahead and bless it. Because I like to say words over my pieces before I deliver. And they get Florida water sprayed before they go in their packaging. And I recycle every package that I put them in is recycled. You might get a Cracker Jack box, a cereal box, you never know. And I turn them inside out and it's recyclable paper. I'm not buying nothing. We're going to use what we have because we don't need another ting time. All right. So, everybody have
I know when I was when I first started braiding and stuff, we would do a lot of photos and people would come back to me and tell me that they went into a shop and my photos was on their walls of work that they did. Yes, yeah. So I think that they end up people, Mama Evelyn, they get those things happen so much that they become protective immediately because they see their work out there in other places. Roberta Flack, when she came to Detroit, she was at Hart Plaza. And I mean, you know, might have been like overkill because you got thousands of people out there. And she told me, she said, if I see one phone on, I'm stopping. And she kept doing it because they would, you know, how many times her music is used in other people's songs and she gets nothing from it. Now, it was a little overkill because how can you control that, you know, but she was making her point. You know, I don't want to see you recording nothing up from this show. Well, you know, yeah, I'm just saying that people get little testier about their work, especially when they hear it or they see it. And because even
not been asked permission.
yeah. Was even the song that I played for you all, and I had the pictures, We Are, I Am. Some of those pictures I got, and I don't know where they are. You know, I can't find them. There was no name on there and stuff, but you know, I had to recognize that when I do it officially for official, I need to have where those pictures came from. I need to have artists and do a campaign for people to actually give me the permission to use that and to give them, you know, their credit at the end that these pictures came from, blah, 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 you know, as the scroll. But that's why I just only do it so that you guys can see it. And but I can't do it publicly until I take care of that business right there. Because whatever I would make on the music using their picture, even though it's just a few seconds that they're, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, next. I don't want to be in
out of compliance,
in violation of giving them the rights to using the photos and stuff. So yeah, I know I have to, when I finally do it, I will have to make sure all of that is legal, you know. And I think I'm sure I'm going to talk to Mama Evelyn. I'm going to call Dee on some of her art to put in there. You'll love it's called We Are, I Am, Dee. And there are different photos of who we are, you know. So I'm probably going to come after that one that sister you so. So just get your
What's her name? Cosmic. What's his name? Cosmic.
Yeah, but I know, you know, some of those pictures are very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So Dee, I just want to explore one other space of yours, and that's the cards. Please share, if you don't mind, your cards. So Dee has created tarot. I don't know if they're tarot. I'll call them oracle for now until she corrects me. But Dee has also created cards, and it was funny because she was sharing the website with another sister. I said, "That's the website I'm supposed to use." I was gonna do cards. I've called my sisters and said, "Send me your goddess photos," and some of them sent photos, and then some of them, the ones that I wanted, they didn't send what I wanted, and so. But again, I had to be careful because some were professionally done, so I have to ask the artist. So I just said, never mind, I'll just pick something that I've done. Or I think Ifoma said I could use one of the pictures that he took of me to be my background. But there's a page where you can go to create your own cards, even if it's just plain cards. You can design the cards. You can pick if you want them embossed or regular. If you want the case to be decorated, you can pick how you want those to be seen. So we have a lot of resources.
I want that information because I want to do something with my ancestor pictures. I want to do something. I want that. Yes.
That'll be dope. So yes, Dee has created her own cards. Dee has stepped off now. So let's go ahead and go into our questions. What are we stepping now? It's December, December is it. So let's just do, even with these last 2 weeks, we can set some goals for the last 2 weeks. And remember, I don't know if you all remember, for the solstice, you are to plant now what you want to see in the spring. So your intentions can be planted now of what you want to be planted for the springtime. So what are we stepping into this month? What do we need to do more of for wrapping up 2022? What do I need to do less of? Where do I need more structure? And what unhealthy habits do I need to break? And my unhealthy habit might be to stop, letting that little word sneak in on me. I loved it. We was getting it today. I was the only one doing it. I don't know if anybody else was doing it.
I did it. I was doing it with you.
I love it. I love that.
I know for me, I'm cleaning up. I'm doing a lot of cleaning. I didn't realize I had so much emotional attachment to stuff. Ooh, and I'm like, it's gotta go. I'm like, I got clothes. I got a bag of clothes. I'm gratefully I'm gonna go give it away, put it in the bin, and I still got clothes to I'm just at the point, I think I just might bag them up and just give them away because I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. But I didn't realize I had that much attachment to this old stuff. So I'm really, my boyfriend asked me, he's like, are you trying to walk into 2023 clean? I'm like, yes. So I'm getting all this extra stuff and the little stuff and, the little stuff that you keep in your purse. I'm like, I just need to, gotta go. It's just got to go.
My attachment with my clothes is that I can save it for costume and save it for costume and save it for costume. Herman got us. Get out. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. There's a book in this lady. I don't know if I shared this with you all. She said you throw everything if you're doing closet work, throw everything on the middle of the floor. And if you don't love it, if you don't just feel so much blah to it, then let it go. She said, don't give it to your sister because your sister don't want it. Don't hold it for nobody. Put the stuff in the car and take it to where you're going to take it or talk, whatever.
But you know what, for me, Mama, I also learned this year the art of saying no, because I've gotten a lot of stuff from other people. And it's like, I stay in a small apartment. I have to say, no, I can't accept this. I want to, but I can't. So
pass it on.
Pass it or give it to somebody else. Don't give it to me. I mean, unless somebody comes with some luxury Louis Vuitton.
You putting the stipulation on it. Don't put the stipulations how you get caught up. Don't do it.
Hey,
don't fall for it.
I'll accept the real Gucci now. I'll accept
it. Okay, but if you're gonna accept that, then you got to make sure you let something else go. If something's coming in, something got to go, because that's how it builds up. Mm-hmm. That's how it builds up. Because you might get 5 Gucci's and now they taking over a whole room. You know what I'm saying?
Real Gucci, real, authentic. With the paper,
look,
like
I sell it.
Not the copycat. I'm just saying the real stuff. So yeah, I'm just like I'm clean. I'm in this frenzy of cleaning up, and I thought that I've been cleaning up all year, and I thought I was done.
Let me help you. Let me cut you off and help you with that. See, the trick of the word is clean up. Clean out. It's got to go. That sound like that clean up sound like that 3-letter word. I'm gonna do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah. No, clean out. Start saying clean out. Don't clean up. Clean up don't mean clean up means shifting. Clean up means shift shit from one place to another. You want it out the door.
Right now, I told myself I'm fasting today, so I'm resisting cooking breakfast for my client and not tasting it because that's cheap.
Yeah, you. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, we can cook this and not taste it.
Right. All right, Dee's back, so we're gonna get back to our cards. Thank you so much for sharing, Danielle, because you helped me. Listen, I'm gonna go. Those drawers in the house, that drunk drawer. They said you should only have one drunk drawer, not one on every floor. All right, Miss D, can we get back to you and these cards that you created?
So I didn't know we were gonna talk about the cards. I had to run and go grab them. I should have known, but I had to run and go grab them from out the living room. So the first set of cards that I created was a few years ago. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I created my first deck, and I named it Affirmations for Healing. And I'm going to switch my screen around again so you guys can see. Oops, I keep doing that. Me and Zoom are arguing right now. But
step in and say hi. I miss you.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what's happening with my Zoom. But yes, baby.
I'm looking for tea.
You want some tea?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. He said excuse me, so I had to answer him.
Mommy, no, I want some.
We are child friendly here, honey. That's no
Go
big
get out the
deal.
refrigerator. Yep, go get out the refrigerator. Thank you. Yeah, whenever he come with manners, I make sure I acknowledge it.
Please do. Please and thank you. We appreciate it.
So here we go. So the first set, let my camera a little.
Look
There we
at
go.
that.
This was my first set, and it's my affirmations for healing set. And this was the first deck that I ever created. So interesting story. This here is called an unalone.
Unalone.
So it's UNALOME, unalone. And the unalone is a cycle of it's a symbol of how the healing cycle is not linear. So you start from the bottom, and then you make your work your way up, and you have so many things that happen. You have your ups and your downs, your highs and your lows, your days where you're triggered, your days where you're just happy and you're blessed. Then you come into, your realization, and you start noticing things, and you work your way up, and it's just an ongoing cycle. But then right there at the top of the cycle is when you are in. Yes. Okay, baby, I'm gonna get it. Give me 1 second, please. Thank you. I can do 2 things? Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna give me a second, okay?
This is a good example of what Dee is talking about in this unalone.
My baby is very you superwoman, and you could do it all. He's like, you could do 2 of them.
Yeah.
As he comes and sits on my lap. Okay. So at the top of every unalone, they all do not look like this, but they all have the curvature at the bottom, and at the top you have your that is when you're at complete alignment with source.
Okay.
The 3 dots
like
at the top are always complete alignment with source. So I use this on all of my healing cards.
Okay.
But, in this affirmations of healing deck, I am a childhood son. That's making a lot of noise, and I'm in a meeting. Do that quietly, please. Thank you. So I'm a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. And this deck specifically are a lot of the affirmations that I used during my healing journey.
All right.
This one says, I commit to doing what is right for me with integrity. This one says, I release my fear of confrontation. Let's see. I'm in control of my life.
Ashe.
And then this deck has 52, I want to say 52 cards. And then there's yes, baby. And then this this deck has 52 cards in it. And then I always add a instructional card, and I always add a card of gratitude to my decks because I am, I'm grateful for the support, but also just to let you know that I'm grateful that you are on your journey. If everyone did the work and went through their journey, the world would be a lot better place. If everyone worked through their triggers and their traumas, if we put in that work and actually do the healing. So just a random little son, you putting a shadow over my stuff. He's looking at the shadow as he's doing it.
He's given us life. What you're speaking of is what he's actually doing. So we're understanding that life has ups and downs and ins and outs. And I can be a mama and an entrepreneur at the same time. He said, Mama, you could do it. You could do 2 things. Okay.
Look, he said, we usually homeschool at this time. So this is my time.
So we are all in class. Thank you for sharing your classroom with us, Asil.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. You're gonna break it. Give me that, please. Thank you, son.
Did I mess it up?
Yes, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna break my.
I want it, baby.
What did I say? You're gonna break Miles. I don't want you to break Miles. That's not nice. Move your foot. Move your foot. So this is my second deck. This is the one that I just released. This is my Adinkra deck. And
this is my first time actually designing a box, the same website,
Okay.
makeplayingcards.com. You can go on and make all of your make your cards. You can design your own box and everything. And on the back here it says, learn about ancient West African Adinkra symbols used around the world today with this beautifully curated deck. Adinkra symbols translate into traditional proverbs, wisdom, and ideals from ancient West Africa passed on throughout the African diaspora. And let me open this here.
Now, what was that? What was the symbol called again? The term Umalon? How do you spell that?
It's an unalome, UNALOME. My crystal.
Okay, and the other website is called makingplayingcards.com.
Yep, makeplayingcards.com.
Make.
Yep. So in this deck, it has the same imagery on the back as the as my box. And then I have my, like I said, I always have my gratitude card. And then I have a directory here. I didn't like the word master list. I wouldn't use master list. I just didn't want to. So I have my directory here. So there are 53 Adinkra symbols in here. And each card tells you the Adinkra symbol, the translation, and then what it symbolizes.
Okay. Awesome. The elephant's footprint, the Asano Antonym, a symbol that evokes the empathic and protective nature of the elephant. That's beautiful.
I've never seen that one.
That was the T, and that was my point. I wanted to throw, I should have at least a few in there that you've never seen.
I've never seen that one.
Symbol of wealth,
and I actually have, this is my first deck. I have 3 decks completed. This is just the only one printed so far. So I have a lot that you probably have never even seen or heard of before, because we see the same ones, the Ganyame, the Sankofa, the Duafe, you know, we see those a lot. And then my favorite one, I don't know if I have it in this deck because I can't really pronounce it, but it's the one with the Siamese crocodiles.
Oh yeah.
I love that. But it has a really long name and I can't remember it right now.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The Kojo Biden. The translation is the rays, a symbol of the cosmos and omnipresence. So you know, what's funny is that when I was working at Brewer Elementary and Emerson School, I did the certificates for the children for citizenship and honor and all that. Baby, when I tell you Mama had put them Adinkra symbols on them certificates, okay? I'm not playing no games. And then you learn where Mercedes-Benz got their symbol from. If you look at your stair railing, Adinkra symbols, the Sankofa heart are all in the railing on your homes and your rails and your staircases. Look at the symbols. But that Adinkra symbol and that swastika came from the Adinkra symbol.
Yes.
You better know that you gonna listen. Y'all love us, and we know you do, and you love us so much you can't stand us. We know
I put that symbol on something, and I said, if anybody asks me about it, I said, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry. I said, I take that symbol back. It was stolen.
Yep. Ife got a song about it. Give me back my give me back my ear. Give me back my.
And you know about the Adinkra symbols, just like we're talking about the art world, they only have a few of them sprinkled out there in the little sets.
There they are.
All of them in the
I got
set.
a website.
Okay.
That's African Adinkra symbols.
But I want them made into rubber stamps.
Yeah.
Rubber stamps.
You know what? What's funny? I have an aunt who is an artist, and my aunt is like heavy into the Christian faith, but she dabbles a lot into African spirituality and symbols and ankhs and crosses and the Dinka symbols and everything like that. And it's just interesting, you know, how we still have that stronghold. And knowing, I just want to know more about the symbols. Because like I said, I think she knows what she's doing, but it's just kind of weird. but she's into all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's
I
a
just want to give her
seller.
creative. Ooh,
Sorry, I was just gonna say there's a seller on Etsy who makes rubber Adinkra stamps. I've had them on my wish list for quite a while now, but I do not know if they are white or black. There are a lot of white people in South Africa that do a lot of African-centered things.
Yeah.
They South African.
So
They're South African.
right. So
That's one of my favorites. How
Which
do you
one?
how do you pronounce that one? That one's one of my favorites. I
I
love
feel like it's Adinkra, but then also a lot of times I might not be getting it right phonetically.
Okay. I
That's
love
the mother. That's the king of all the Adinkra symbols. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I love that one.
yeah, that's the bad. I thought it was the mama, so it's the granddaddy. It's the king of all Adinkra.
I may have to update to see if this company still, but they do it like you have they do deep red red rubber deep etched stamps, and for a sheet, as many as you can fit on a certain, I think it's 9x12 sheet, then you just cut them apart yourself, because I wouldn't want them wooden mounted. I would want them where I could put them on a piece of plexi and use it myself. That's another favorite. I love that one too.
I've been spelling Adinkra wrong the whole time, child. I was putting the N in there. I guess I want my name in the front, the first 3 letters. I'm attempting to find this website that we have. So let me see. I have another question for my sister. Let's see. What was your first or favorite project? If you have to name one from each area, that's fine. But what was your first or favorite project that you ever did?
Favorite project. So I guess embroidery wise, favorite projects. So the piece I'm working on right now, I can already tell it's gonna be a favorite, even though it's not finished. But it's I'm working on an African mythology series. I'm gonna have a solo exhibition in 2024 that I'm already working on. So I'm actually pretty fond of several of the pieces that are coming together for that project. And I've even when I was with Mama Het, I was talking to one of the young ladies, and we're going to collaborate. She's a painter, and we're going to collaborate a piece to go into the exhibition as well. So I'm excited about that. But if it's something that I've already finished, I'll have to say Cosmic Soul is a favorite. She's a favorite.
She's my favorite.
Yep, she is a favorite. Let me see. Here she is. Yes, she is most definitely still a favorite.
Yeah, let me see her again. That's my friend right there. Look at her ear. I love the texture in her face, and it's such an experience. The whole it's such an experience.
Belly dance wise, if I had to pick a favorite, I did a show for Lana one time, and I don't even really remember where it was. I feel like maybe I was in Royal Oak or something. And I had a show that I didn't rehearse for or anything, that I kind of just went to after I had taken a long break from dancing. And that is still one of my favorite performances. And I did the same performance twice, and they look completely different. But like I said, I kind of pick my parts, say what I'm gonna do to each part, and then freestyle my way through it. And I still enjoyed those 2 performances. They were my favorite, because that is when I stopped trying to follow choreography.
Right.
and decided to just let it flow. Let me see, culinary wise, I did a beautiful fruit display for the Holiday Inn not a few years ago. Oh, wow, that was a long time ago. So like 15 years ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, I did a beautiful display for the Holiday Inn's grand opening downtown. They're not even down there anymore.
Oh man,
it's something else.
It's another hotel now, but it was a huge ice sculpture, and I carved out a couple swans and roses out of fruit and all types of things. They loved it. I enjoyed doing
wait
that.
a minute. You carve ice too?
No, I do not carve ice.
How did you?
My cousin carves ice, but I did the fruit. I carved.
Oh,
fruit.
you made the fruit look like this. Okay, got you. I was gonna say, dang, I need to come play with you sometime.
Listen, I be everywhere, especially now that I'm homeschooling. I'm like, we got to do all the things so he can figure out what he likes. So I'm like, we're going to do
That's what I told Ice.
Training this day.
Yeah, I love it. I told Isis I want her to do everything she want to do. I'll do it all, baby. Do it all. There are no limits. No limits, baby.
Oh,
Danielle, you had a question?
I just have a comment for Dee, because I know we go back all the way to the belly dance days, and I have to say this, that you have always been one of my favorite dancers to just vibe with.
Oh,
because it's like, I don't know if you remember a gig that we had. It was at Gross Eel doing the full moon.
It was that. I still have those pictures. That was a beautiful day.
That was one of the funnest gigs to have, and it's like you're just. And I have to say, I love watching you evolving. Because I think you and I have probably been on the same path, and I think belly dance has been the start, the gateway into everything. And I just say, I love watching you because you've been blooming into such a beautiful soul. You've always been a beautiful soul, but just watch your evolution has been absolutely amazing. And you're still one of my favorite sisters, period. I just want to let you know that.
Gratitude, my love. I feel the same way.
Did you see how it came out? You can't help it. When you belly dance, you can't help it. It just comes out. We have a sister, one of our elders. She says she always dreamt of going in the market and shaking in one of the aisles. I said, have you done it yet? I think she finally did it. But that shimmying is so comforting. But she remembers
it helps relieve. It relieves a lot of tension and stress and everything that be trapped in the hips. And like I said, when I started this journey, I wasn't on my African spirituality path. So, you learn stuff, and then as you keep learning and grow, and then you'll be like, wait a minute, this is all tied to the womb. This is all tied. And you're like, what? It's just like, whoa, like it's deeper. It's deeper than just being pretty and shaking your ass. It really is. It's more. It
ain't even about shaking your ass. It's really the hips and everything else just shakes. And see, that's what people don't know. They don't know. It's not about shaking your ass. That's not what this is about. It's about womb and womb work.
And it's not about being sexy. You know what I'm saying? That's like the last thing. It just happens to look sexy, but that's the last thing that it goes into. It's more self-confidence. It's more, praise and worship to the goddess in yourself. It's paying honor to your body. It's so much more than what people see. They just see the surface of it all. And it's like,
it's science. It's the science of the body.
The science of the body.
Woman. Because what happened in the motherland, what Tanae tell us, there's no the Middle East. Where does the Middle East sit? What continent in Africa? Okay, stop. Come on. There is no continent of the Middle East. It's African, North African. So the thing about it is the gathering of women began. Women teach each other the rites of passage for young ladies. We just went through one on Friday. That cipher is where you teach each other, where women learn about their bodies. They're teaching the young ladies about their bodies and what they're capable of doing. That's began. Now then somebody comes along and say, hey, we can make money with this. And in belly dance, which is funny, you don't touch yourself. I was like, what? You give, your eyes direct or your hands direct. It's very much so about moving and motion. It's not about touch. It's about communication here, right? And with the body is used as a communication tool. If you look at Hawaiian dance, they're telling stories. Each hand movement has a meaning.
Mhm.
Even in our Eastern Indian dance, these are conversations. It's not just, you're not just doing anything. You're making symbols and telling stories with your body through sign language, body language, if you will. you know. Yeah, but it's about, when we were little, we were always taught, put a girdle on it, cover it up, keep it together, hold it together, and then you're gonna have gas and be uncomfortable and be mean all day. So when you learn to take it off and shake it off and let everything hey, relieve it. And one thing about when we do choreographed dance, I tell people, if you go off into doing something else, nail it, shimmy, make a turn, and get back on course. Because I'm telling you, at any point, there's a turn coming, there's a shimmy coming, and you can get right back on course. Nail your little solo and come on back.
Yeah, that was your personal solo. So the suit go that way, you go this way, just come back together. You just had your own little solo. Just go.
Or
just keep it moving.
And enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself. That is the number one. Because that's what it's about. So Dee, do you have any other little secret things that you do that I don't know about? You got another something? What you got under there?
Yeah.
Besides mothering, because you are also a mother. So that's
this year I'll be releasing my memoir actually.
okay. So you've written a book.
Yeah.
A memoir. Okay.
Yep. I finished it. It's with my beta readers. So I'm waiting on that, see how that goes, make edits and get that finished and out finally.
That is incredible.
How do we get your deck of cards?
So adornedbyd.com is my website. And that's also where I keep my portfolio of my embroidery work.
Okay.
And then my novel.
Now, how do you spell D?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask the D. How do you spell your D?
It's just D.
I think I just got it. Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Go ahead, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that the memoir, when it's available, will be there as well. And okay. I'm also working on a couple other things, and they'll all be on my on that Adorned by D website. I am also all the things. So remember when I said I'm everywhere? So I'm also co-owner of a subscription book box company, and we are the only Black and woman-owned subscription box company that focuses solely on showcasing Black independent authors, comic creators, and graphic novelists. And right now we're quarterly because we pay out of pocket right now because we are new, and we were doing it every month, and it was killing our savings. So we went quarterly for a little while, but every quarter we release a book box, a themed book box with all Black content, Black novels, Black comics, Black swag on the inside. Everything comes from a Black creator. And that's been going very well, actually. I enjoy it. We also have a program at the Hetheru Academy, which is an African Center online school that does beautiful work. It's the most engaging virtual school that I've ever seen. And they work with all ages from, I want to say from four up and up, because you can also get your GED, but Fifth House Collective teaches a course there called Blacker the Ink, where we teach the children how to self-publish their own novel. And right now we're coming out with an anthology of the kids' work. So the kids all put their favorite pieces in there, and they help build the anthology. It's called The Feather. And they are working with different illustrators in the industry to get artwork to go with their stories. And after that, we're just got to put the book together, and we'll be publishing an anthology soon with the youth. Not with the youth. They are publishing an anthology with my support.
I love it.
I also own a business called Nature Spill. We sell soaps, teas, tinctures, herbs, and things of that nature. I feel like that might be it. Oh, no, it's
Good.
not.
And more to come. I love it. I love it.
I'm co-owner. I'm the co-owner at Family First Solar in the role as executive assistant here in Detroit. We are a Black-owned solar installation company, and we are actually in the process of working with our Kebulon Village right now, and we are putting up a 30-foot tall Kanara for Kwanzaa downtown in Campus Martius.
Yeah.
So that will be installed. And it's just gonna be just like a regular old Canard, except it'll be solar powered. So every day a candle's gonna go up and be lit, and it'll be solar powered, and it'll be up for Kwanzaa. So I'm excited about that.
Are they gonna do a ceremony for the
Yes.
opening theater? What
Yes,
night?
they
Is it the 26th?
The 26th. Yep.
Day after Christmas. Okay, we got to bundle up and get on out there. And if I do that, I'm definitely gonna put on my little ice skate. Now they planning a bunch of snow. I don't know if it's coming. We gonna see.
Right. They are we are installing it right next to right in Campus Martius. So it's right there in the middle of downtown Detroit.
I'll go ice skating when I get done.
Okay, well maybe that's it.
What time will that be on the 26th?
You know what? I am not sure offhand. I'll have to check my emails and double check. But
yeah.
I am going to get the information to Mama Hat, and then she can put it in the however she's able to reach everyone. That way, you guys can have it.
Elizabeth's show page. We have a. Let me get my words together. We have a website. We have a web page. I'm getting my words together on Facebook. And I'll make sure I connect you there. What else? But it is time, sisters, to wrap up this wonderful moment. Dee, thank you for opening up your home and your family to us.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed you guys.
I enjoyed your son being present and you being open for him sharing that space, because we are not an interruption. We are inclusion, and we have animals that may pop up. So it's just really beautiful. We have sisters and wives and husbands that pop up. And I love that about our group. This is an active group of women birthing ideas and being supportive of one of each other, as Mary was for Elizabeth when her child leapt inside of her when Mary came to visit her. So Queen Adoni, you can close us out. I just want to say this was a wonderful day. I love how it flowed. Jackie, I'm sorry, Jackie wanted to say something, and then we'll close out.
Okay, I'll be brief. I wasn't going to say anything, but this flow word kept coming up today. And I woke up, like I like acronyms and like to make up things. And so this morning I woke up with flow. And I was like, I've been working on flow for the last couple of days, but the first thing, so I have a few items for flow, and you can tell me whether, if you think anything, but I have freely living on wisdom. And then this morning, I'm just like brainstorming it, so to speak. And this morning I was like, float like on wind, or float lightly on wind. I don't know, but flow is one of my favorite words, and it just kept coming up today. So that's definitely the word of the day. So that, and just I enjoyed you so much, Dee. You're amazing. I feel inspired by all that you're doing, and I just encourage you. So thank you.
Thank you. Usually people say a jack of all trades, master of none, to try and box people in. I really feel like it's a way to box people in, and I like to explore. There is no jack of all trades, master of none. I want to explore everything. I feel like we're here to creatively explore the world and create. And I just don't box yourself in. Like, do all the things.
Well, there's more to that. There's more to that saying, master. There's more to that, and it comes back around to it's great to be a master of many things. So I have it on my computer somewhere in my pages document. So yeah, it's a because they limit the saying to box you in. Right. Yeah,
There's another word. The word is called dilettante, and I like that word. It's a person who dibbles and dabbles in various things, but they say that they don't master it. Now, I mastered as much as I need to master it. Okay, so who's measuring? But I love the word dilettante. That's what I call my dance troupe, or my movementness is called the dilettante. Yes, dilettante, because I dibble and dabble. I love that word. And
I'm
it's
saying
weird.
that resonates.
Mine was jack of all trades, master of braids.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love it. I love it.
Danielle, you want to say something right quick before we close?
Danielle.
Or did you just still have your hand up?
I don't think she ever
My
put it
hand
down.
is, I ain't figured out how to take my hand down, so it's
That's all right. She high five, and that's a high five. Boop, boop.
There you go.
All right. Anyone that has not shared or want to just greet us? Lolly, you want to greet us? And talk about your guest that's coming in Friday.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Risings, ladies. I'm chilling. This is my last full day of fasting. Happy winter solstice. Woo! But Friday, I have a good friend of mine. We actually met in New Orleans. Her name is Zenga. She is a spiritual coach. She is a tarot reader. She also actually creates her own cards too. She's an artist. She creates pyramids and different charged jewelry and things like that. But she is one of the people that I went to because she was cool. She was around, and she just had really good energy, and she can read you for sure with that. And you're like, oh, okay, well, so yeah, I really appreciate her and her spirit, and I trust her, and I know her heart. And so I'm really excited that she's gonna be able to share what she does and what services she offers and just all of that. So I'm excited for Friday.
Yeah. And that flyer is fire. When I saw it, I was like, dang.
Wow.
Now that's a flyer. That was a really good flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Star, you want to greet us? I hear her walking upstairs.
You are my starship. Where's
Grand
my
Rising,
starship?
Elizabeth.
Hi, Star.
That's it.
Okay. Well, Dee, we definitely enjoyed you. My goodness gracious alive. I didn't know all that was packed in such a small, beautiful body. Sister, queen,
Oh,
goddess. Uh-oh, she forgot something that she is. What else?
I apologize. A group of us have started a homeschool co-op for anyone that does have babies or grandchildren or anything that you want involved. We kind of get together and we do our homeschooling together. We are nature-based and African-centered. So we meet up at Kabyline Village for the rest of the year, Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30 for now, because we're getting organized. But next year we'll meet on Wednesdays from 5:30 to 7:30 at Kabyline Village. And we meet online Monday, every other Monday. So we met this Monday. So 2 weeks from now, I believe, but maybe next year, sometime next year, we'll link up again, but we're still in infancy. So our plan is to teach children and get our kids more engaged with the world outside, less, technology and everything. But anybody that has kids, feel free to, join us. We're more than welcome to have anybody who's interested.
I'm interested in well, my grandson is 11 years old, and he needs more Afrocentric teachings. Definitely.
Yep, 11's fine. We're 2 to 16 right now. So
okay.
Cool. Wonderful. Well,
may I say something before we leave?
Sure.
I want to say thank you to Dee and Mama Hat, because I am also a belly dancer. I know Stephanie Carr very, very well. And it's something that my soul has been calling me back to,
Yes.
of that movement, and just really, really getting back out there again. And every time I see Stephanie, her first words to me are always, "Why aren't you dancing? Where are you?" And I always give her an excuse, and she's like, "Stop making excuses.
Mhm.
Where are you?" So
Yep.
I want to thank you both for this, because it really spoke. So thank you.
It's time for shimmying. Woo!
All right, queens, give yourself a hug of love, and give the world a big hug because they need it. And sprinkle all the goodness of God all over, over, and be creators that you are.
Thank you all.
See you tomorrow.
See
Great
you in the
show.
morning.
Great show. Hetheru. I love
Join
you.
us anytime, Dee. Anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.